Yeah, well, gonna try something a little different out. I realized that holding my phone recording the other way didn't look right on. Yeah, I don't know nothing about all this editing and all that good stuff, but yeah, it looks all right on the phone, but not on a bigger screen. So I'm gonna try something here. This little chest rig deal, and yeah, that heater up there. It turns out it doesn't work worth a crap, considering it's a 220 or 240 volt. But it only took me a half hour, 45 minutes to rig that up to find out. Yeah, it was 6 degrees that day. Found out that this little heater here puts out about 30 degrees warmer heat. And use my little gadget here. And this one's probably 20 degrees hotter. Yeah, that one says 200 and something, 200. So, yeah, I didn't know. I'm not a electronic heat specialist, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It was cold. Yeah, 6 degrees, and now today it is 46, 47. Work is slow and probably will be until after New Year's, so I figured I'd take advantage of it, clean up the shop some, and get this eagle going. That's let's see if I gotta see if I can get this in here, but yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna leave this, cut it off right here, and put the XL mount on top of it, and then, you know, not do it per plans. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, why bother? You know, if I can weld a strap over this right here, like I want to do, because I don't trust just this little piece. I think I'm gonna just weld a strap over this thing, hold it down, weld the little tube there, and after I get that done, I am gonna already fitted these up. Man, this feels weird having this thing on my chest and talking to myself, but yeah, I guess I'm not the only one that does this crap. But yeah, I already fitted this all up, so now that it's warmer, after I get that done, I'm planning on mixing up some epoxy and sticking this together. Well, actually, yeah, it'd probably be smarter to just test fit it once I weld it, and then make sure this is gonna work. Yeah, I might have to recruit some help. But here, let's get to work. Oh, that looks a little better. You know, I think this is where the top of the tube's gonna be, and then I'm guessing the bottom's gonna be right about there. But I guess I'll get down off of here and mock that up. Yeah, I thought I'd clean up the other side a little bit better too, but yeah, and what I was saying earlier, I know I've said before, I am not doing this as the plans go. Leonard says that, you know, you need to do it down here, and it'll have interference inside the wing ribs if you don't do it lower. But I got to thinking this plane wasn't built the same way Leonard's was, and you know, I did the measuring, which I've had some people not too impressed with my tape measure reading skills and in the past, but I think I'm fairly decent at it now. And the way I'm looking at it, I should have, you know, about a ½ inch clearance between the inside of the rib. So if I'm correct, this should work out pretty nice. Yeah, I didn't do that on video. I had both my gloves on. I figured, oh yeah, let's give them something to look at. I'll keep catching my glove. Get this in. Yeah, baby. I guess I'll just take that off. Hopefully I won't catch the other one. I wonder if YouTube will, let me post a bloody injury on here. I'm not monetized, so who cares, right? Let's find out. And of course, I got to remark this because I ground off my marks. But basically, what I did is just, I got a little mark up here. You're not gonna see that, and I'm not gonna really try too hard to get it in the shot. Yeah, that's about right. So come over here and see if I can find my marker or pencil. It just is kind of awkward, but there's that little weld right there. All right, try that again with the marker. Yeah, it's showing up a little better. Go to the other side. All right. Yeah, I've tried a few different clamps to get that up there, and it's not too fun. I might end up just getting a level and holding it up there and tacking it up and see how that works. Well, I think I figured out a way I'm gonna attempt to do this. I think I need to move it down just a wee bit more. I'm sure I'm gonna get some constructive criticism, and that's fine with me. This ain't life and death right here, so we'll see how this works out. Yeah, it takes two of them. Got this level that way, and yeah, my eyeball might be a little off. I think I might move it down a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's a little better. I'm just gonna MIG weld this on here because, yeah, sometimes I like aggravating people, and I know the MIG weld, that's a good way to aggravate people out here in the airplane world. Well, I don't know if I can get it in there. It's tacked up there. I'm not gonna spend too much time welding it up. Yeah, sounds like we got 20-mile-an-hour winds outside. I was gonna say I'm gonna roll this thing outside and see how it works out, but we'll see. Yeah, I needed to slow down for a minute because I forgot I gotta drill this and that out so then I can get the wings on there. And I need to install these on the wings. So I guess it doesn't matter if there's 20-mile-an-hour winds at the moment because I'm not going out there for a little while. After I got to looking at the plane, I just figured out I probably jumped the gun drilling that hole out. I don't know, it's been a month or two since I figured all that out, but yeah, this is too far in, which I shouldn't have any clearance problems if I move this out. I'm probably not going to worry about changing this out. I'm going to just trim this out a little bit more, mount on there, and go with it. Or at least how that works out, and then if I like it, then I'll redo this stuff, and we'll see how that goes. I probably should have took a nap before I did this. Spent a few hours out here at least cleaning this mess up, and didn't need to go quite that far over, but yeah, I'm gonna probably shut my eyes for a few minutes and think this through a couple more times before I make this permanent. I don't know, I got a feeling that it really ain't gonna matter. It's just gonna be more cosmetic. Might hurt somebody's feelings because they don't like the way it looks, but that right there don't hurt my feelings. Once I epoxy all this, I can reinforce it with epoxy on the back side, and that'll make it stronger. Or I got, I don't know, probably at least a 4x8 sheet of this plywood. Well, I got some right over there that I can do another one if I want to, but yeah, I think I'll go sit down for a few and then I'll try again. Well, closed my eyes for a little bit and got me some coffee. Got that on there. That appears to work out just fine. And there's no interference in here, so seemed like Leonard said it was on his plane, it was going to interfere with Station B or something. I'm not quite that familiar with all that. I know some of you boys know these things inside and out, but I don't think I'm going to have no troubles doing this here. I don't have my silly little chest rig on, but I am going to continue to hold this and talk to myself for a moment, and then I'm going to have to go down to the other end down there where I'm going to have to squeeze my belly in there, and I'm not going to have no room for the chest rig, so I'm just going to go down there and do what I got to do. And maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just try to mount this thing up and hang on to it in 20-mile-an-hour winds and see if this part here lines up with the other section. That'd probably be a pretty smart thing to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was just thinking about this earlier. When I had my eyes closed, I was like, yeah, anybody wants to give me crap because I had this hole here and got a hole over there, I just tell them out that's for lightning purposes. This is an ultralight. It's a lightning hole. How you like that, right? Well, got that up there, mocked up, and ended up tapping that, and didn't wear my glasses. I gotta use reading glasses to do stuff now, but it's a little crooked, but it'll work. I'll find a shorter bolt before this is over. If I don't like that, I'll just weld a nut onto that piece and that'll work. But Now I'm gonna get that thing over here. I can't get it outside today, but I measured it out and I should be able to manage getting it over here, getting it on. To be continued. Well, I almost got it in the hole, and then I said, nope, I'm not in the mood. The tacks didn't hold up. I had it almost right there, but I guess I'll have to tack it up a little better than I did. I didn't want to get too crazy on it in case I had to move it, but here we go. Well, take two. Hopefully it's pretty close. It's not exactly in the same spot because I was a little bit of a hurry to get this done, but there's room for error, I guess. It's not that critical. There's plenty of room in the wing. Whew. Drink some more coffee. Let that thing cool down. And then I'm going to see if I can get it in the hole. Would you just look at that? Huh? Would you look at it? Just look at it. Yeah, probably be a lot easier if I went and got somebody to help me. But I got it in the hole all by myself. I'm a big boy now. Well, dang it. Yeah, I could lie, but I had to go get my wife and help me get it in the hole again because it fell out twice. But it is up. And I don't think I got the right brackets in because the bolts are up this way when they should be facing down. But I was just kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off there for a little bit, trying to get all of this in. Whew. Yeah, but I do have a complication. I got a room right here because I didn't bolt them on yet. I got to take these off, bolt them on to make it permanent. But what I was doing, what I was originally planning on doing was, you know, chopping that off and putting this right here, which that looks like it'd be pretty dang close. But I didn't think about that part when I started doing it my way. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably cutting some off of this, or my other option is maybe drill the hole back here and then cut the tips off, which I probably wouldn't need to cut the tips off, but then again, I'm not going to have much meat on it if I drill a hole back here where I think it needs to go. I'm not going to have much meat on it to hold that, so that's probably not going to work out. Or I can make new brackets, which I've got the material to do it, and it's not all that hard, but I'm thinking just take the cutoff wheel and whack. Well, it'd probably be best to measure before I get crazy, but make sure I think I got enough room here. Probably try to get these seated a little better and measure this again, and probably cut some of this off right here. And then I think that might work out like that. And I've heard quite a few people say, no, not just legal, but no, any home-built airplane is exactly the same as another one. And mine is definitely not the same as Leonard's, because he said this way wouldn't work on his. But I am getting tired. I only took a few minute nap. My feet hurt. Yeah, probably should have took a good nap before I started messing with all this and thought some more of this through, but it's getting there. I need to figure out which one of these struts goes where, because there's some markings on them numbered, but I wasn't the one that numbered them, but I think that'll be it for this one. Yep. That's old Boo Boo. Hi, Boo Boo. Boo Boo's getting old and falling apart like me, huh, buddy? Yep, he's a good old boy. Yep, he's a good old dog, ain't you, Boo? Alrighty, we'll try this again tomorrow. Yeah, so I got to thinking, you know, yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm tired, but I started thinking, well, you know, yeah, that's right. I was thinking that Leonard put his wings on to fit this stuff up before he went and got silly like I did. So I decided, well, you know, I got the wing pretty much in place. I thought this was going to be middle of winter. I ain't going to be able to do it in my barn, and you know, I'm not going to go do it outside. And so, you know, I just kind of was winging it. But since I headed up here, I was like, well, you know, let's just take that off and see how that fits, and I'll just make a whole nother one. So now I can kind of see where I'm at right there. I was a bit off, but now I'm thinking it's a pain in the butt to put the wings on like this. You know, I've seen somebody on video put their wings on, not in detail, but it looks like a real pain in the butt to get one on. And then imagine you get the other one in place, and then you got to pull a bolt out and slide the bolt through. And you know, I did myself, and I'm sure other people are looking at the folding wings because they're not leaving them at the airport. I know I don't have enough time to make it worth trying to get a hanger. You know, if I get to fly this thing a few times a year, I'll probably be lucky, but you know, so that's my whole intention, is just to be folding this so I can transport it back here and stick it in the barn or wherever else I manage to have around the house. But now I'm starting to think I might just go ahead and whack that off and weld the other one on. I don't know, I should probably go to sleep, right? What do you think? Go to sleep, cut this off, put the other mount on. Because it would be a lot quicker to have a bolt over here and just assemble it, and then a bolt over here. Yeah, I need to go sleep. I'm getting delirious. I haven't had dinner yet either. All right, have a good night.